Hey y'all, I'm recording again in the car, and I think I set it up a little bit better, so hopefully, not on plastic, hopefully it won't be doing too much with, falling over and stuff. Alright, I really don't know what I'm gonna be called to say. I just knew I was called to prop this camera up, I know driving through the parking lot is kind of illegal, but shit, the lady was running, I didn't want to break her momentum. Anyway, good morning, good evening, and good night, whenever you're watching this. I want you to know that we are lifted, we're gifted y protegidos siempre, si se puede, and that the Most High God and all our divine angels and ancestors of our highest good and that want the best for us are here with us at this time. Amen. All right, so today is oh my gosh, I just got chills because I literally just realized what the fuck today is. Today is July 18th, and today marks the first day of Mercury retrograde in Leo. I didn't read too much on it, but what I do remember reading is that it's going to affect people's love lives. And if you know me, I don't really do too many readings or too many things on love, because I'm not in a relationship, and that's just not my life path. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I focus on universal love, just love in general. I don't have to focus my channel on the whole twin flame shit and the whole husband and wife. I don't have to focus my channel on that. Do I despise that? No. I love love, but I just don't make it the forefront of my page. But when I feel called to talk about certain things, I will do so. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a little asshole and not relay whatever message Spirit has for us simply because I don't want to talk about love. But it could be still very important for us, because these relationships are different. These divine unions are going to be way different than the unions you've seen in the past. And I'm talking about the dharmic ones, the ones that are of the new earth that is forming, and of us. I don't know how I feel about the word chosen, but of us, you know what I'm saying? Of the Most High's army. These relationships are not, oh my God, I'm getting just downloads, because what the hell? These relationships are not going to be focused on love in a sense. Yes, there will be romance, there will be love, there will be connections and stuff. What the hell? Confirmation, there's a tire on the road just now. Everybody literally just had to swerve beside. Yeah, watch out for just things on the spiritual road. When you're traveling. I'm sorry, this is a divine interruption of what I was just talking about. We'll get back into it, but be careful of little things that trickster spirits or people that are on the opposing side or on the opposite side of the spiritual warfare are gonna put in your way to see if you get by the bait or take the bait, or they're gonna see if it'll trip you up. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. Always keep your head on a swivel. I'm not saying you have to be in survival mode, but just be smart with whom you allow in your space. Be smart with who or what you give access to your environment and your energy at this time. Heifer, you lucky I'm doing a video right now, but I don't like when people cross over me and don't put their motherfucking signal on. Anyway, I'm sorry for that little interruption. Let's get back to the downloads. Spirit just had me pivot a little bit. But yeah, so these divine unions are very different. They're not like the karmic unions that kind of ushered us into the world. I feel like a lot of the chosen ones, or the star seeds, or the people, or the entities like us, the earth angels, whatever, we were brought here from a lot of chaos, because we were meant to disrupt and change and shake up stuff and everything. It was divinely planned in a sense. These unions are more, I guess you could say, more high vibrational, and if these unions do decide to have children, which I don't believe that all of the sacred and divine unions have to bear children. I don't think that's everybody's life path. But for the ones who do decide to bear children, if you guys are in a sacred union, or if you know you're going to be in a sacred union in the future, or you just know who your person is, I do believe that the children you will have, they're not going to go through half of the shit you went through because of the work we're doing here, and because of the spiritual progression we've had for so long, because of the things we've witnessed, because of the things that we've had to bear. We are legitimately cutting their trauma work in half. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more work you do here, the less you have to force your children to have to go through, and you're putting them ahead. And if you're not a jealous parent, if you're an evolved parent, you'd want your kids to be ahead of you. And yeah, that's just all. I just wanted to put that in there. Like, I feel like there's a lot of karmic parents that still haven't got that, or still haven't evolved past the what is it called, insecurity of seeing their children do quote unquote better than them, whatever better is. They only think their child is doing better than them because they're not doing the inner work, or they're not connecting with God fully, or they're not connecting fully with their purpose on earth, and they want someone else's, or they want their child, or their child is doing things that they didn't have the courage to do when they were their age. Whatever that shit is, if you're a karmic parent and you're a cross-watcher right now, I advise you, and honestly, I'm not telling you what to do because I know you're a grown-ass adult, but if you want to evolve past where the fuck you're at right now as a parent and as a human being, and you don't want to reincarnate on here and shit like that, I would advise you to do better, look within, and honestly transmute that jealousy, transmute that envy, transmute that shit back into love. Ask yourself these questions, like, why are you jealous of your child? Why do you, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you ask yourself these hard questions, you have to answer them. And when you answer these hard questions, you've done some form of shadow work. I feel like a lot of karmics, they are scared of shadow work because they avoid it's crazy because the more you avoid your shadow, the bigger it grows. So you're actually doing more harm than good by avoiding the things that you are quote unquote scared of, or that you quote unquote don't want to look within yourself. So that was another tidbit, and that was another not off topic, but Spirit had me pivot a little bit because I feel like there might be some cross countries that are watching this or going to watch this in the future. So I had to throw that in there for you. But anyway, for the cosmic and divine unions that maybe are not having children, your purpose is just as important. The union itself is going to raise the vibration of the earth, along with Gaia's natural elevation, what they're doing now, what Earth is doing now, with just the energy and the collective energy. That's what's going on right now during this strong and pivotal time of the age of Aquarius. Your union alone is supposed to inspire yourself and others to do better, inspire yourself and others to elevate, inspire yourself and others to do the real work, not just the whole love and light bullshit. I mean, integrate that shadow. I mean, like, oh my gosh, I did not know I was going to be freaking channeling all this while pressing record, but that shows to you that when you listen to Spirit and you I hate that word obey. A lot of people take that has a negative connotation with obeying, because I know a lot of people like me do definitely have a little bit issues with authority, so I get that word obey can trigger some people. But when you listen to Spirit and you are receptive to Spirit and you follow Spirit's advice, Spirit, like the Most High Spirit and your guides and angels that love you and the ones that are looking out for you and guiding you, like your true guides, are never going to guide you or steer you in a dangerous place or a wrong place. They're going to put you in the right time, in the right place in the right time. I did not know what the hell I was going to talk about putting this video on, but I felt called to press that button and I didn't question it. Now, it's okay if you question Spirit, but don't question it to the point where you talk yourself out of doing things because out of fear. Remember, no fear, no doubt, no disbelief. No fear, no doubt, no disbelief. We don't have room for that part of the human experience to hold us back. When I say no fear, no doubt, no belief, no disbelief, I don't mean that those things don't exist within us. Those things obviously exist, but I mean it in a sense where that shouldn't be the forefront of your life. That shouldn't be what is leading you. You shouldn't be raising kids out of fear. You shouldn't be raising yourself out of fear, because when you're an adult, you're essentially raising yourself. You shouldn't be loving out of fear. You shouldn't be moving the world in fear. You shouldn't be creating out of fear or doubt or disbelief. Those characteristics are things you have to transmute and like, you know, those feelings and emotions are only for when you are in life or death situations. Like, certain negative emotions are okay and good when, like, okay, why do I feel these emotions? Is because instinctively I need to get out of this place, or instinctively this is not for me. Those negative emotions are a place to keep you safe when you're in actual dangerous environments, or actual dangerous situations, or actually dangerous energetic spaces throughout your life. They're not supposed to be in the forefront of your life guiding you, or you're not supposed to use it when you're doing things. You know what I'm saying? It's for protection. It's for just how do I explain it better? It's almost like, you know, things that we do or say to keep us safe when it is time to do or say those things. Yes, they're okay in certain circumstances, because everything has nuance, but for the most part it's not supposed to be used at the forefront of your life. Anyway, I pivoted again. Let's get back on the union topic and kind of end that out. As far as the sacred unions, if you don't believe you're going to come into contact with your divine partner anytime soon, that is okay. Or if you think you have one but you really just don't think you're going to be in contact with them anytime soon, that's fine too, because we're also talking about the divine sacred union that you're going to be integrating within yourself. So the divine masculine and feminine within self that is working together, that is in harmony within one's vessel. That is important too, because God is what? Androgynous. So God put us down here, men and women or whatever, specifically because we're supposed to be different forms of God, and we're all different puzzle pieces coming together and just working, in a sense, working for the higher good, or the lower good, or the, you know, however God placed us down here to be, whether you are heavily plugged into the matrix, whether you are not, whether you are a light worker, whether you are a root worker, whether you are someone who works a 9-to-5 job, and you are, whatever your purpose is here, you can't get away from freaking feminine and masculine energy. There's feminine and masculine energy in everything we do, whether it's spiritual or not. So these energies, everybody, I just feels like needs to tap into both sides, you know, whether that, and I'm not talking about the outside appearance, like, oh, dressing more masculine, dressing more feminine. I'm talking about the aspects of feminine and masculine. I'm talking about yin and yang. I'm talking about the energies. So knowing when to receive, knowing when to give, knowing when to sit back and chill, knowing when to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing when to balance, having balance within your masculine and feminine energies, and knowing when to, you know, flow in that state. Whew. Yeah. But yeah, I'm almost home soon, so I don't know if that was it or not, but it's 13 minutes. Okay, cool. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave. I love you guys so much. Thank you for allowing me in your energy today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for existing, and thank you for having the courage to do this work that God sets out for us every day. I'm Am, and God bless you all.